Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Calvin Tobin Show. I am your host, Calvin Tobin. Today we have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. All right, as we are nearing the end of the 2022 MLB regular season, everyone has their eyes on one guy, and we're trying to see if he's going to be the fourth guy ever to do this. And that guy is Albert Pujols. He is 6 home runs away from being the fourth guy ever to hit 700 home runs in his career. And as of lately, Mr. Albert Pujols has been on fire the way he has been hitting and the way he's been rocking and rolling, putting numbers on the board. We're seeing a little bit of the old Albert, and right now the St. Louis Cardinals have 32 games left to go this season, and the way that Albert has been hitting right now, he does have a good shot at hitting 700 home runs. And in the month of August, it's been his best month out of the entire season. And his August stat line is 8 home runs, 10 runs, 16 RBIs, and 22 hits. If he can keep that up, and he can do it leading into September and finishing off in October, he will for sure be the fourth guy to ever hit 700 home runs. And with how chaotic it has been for him, inching closer and closer to hit 7 home runs, I'm not sure who wants it more, either the fans or himself. And the second that he hits that 700th home run, everyone is going to go ballistic. Because the last time that we saw someone hit 700 home runs in a season was over 20 years ago. So we need to watch. So we're going to see something absolutely incredible. And besides, Albert Pujols lately has broken a couple of records and got a couple of milestones. The record that he just broke was originally Barry Bonds' record of hitting home runs off the most pitchers. The original record was 449 held by Barry Bonds, and now it's 450 by Albert Pujols. And he did this hit on 68 less home runs, which is absolutely crazy right there. And with this kind of record, it truly shows that Albert can hit a home run off any pitcher he chooses to. Now, for the rest of the season, as we got about a month and a half left, there are a couple milestones that Albert is able to get. And one of the milestones is becoming the 3rd player in MLB history to hit 2,200 or more RBIs. He has 2,190 right now. And the other milestone that he could get is, like I said before, is being the 4th guy to ever hit 700 home runs. And there's also another milestone that he just got himself, which is he just recently got his 1,900 run in his career, which he also became the 12th MLB player to ever do it. With how much that Albert Pujols has done in his career, and now there's only a month and a half left in his career, we are truly blessed that we are witnessing greatness unfold before our very eyes. It's just inching along as we go based on what he's going to get. And that's the thing, is it's very sad that because now we're seeing a legendary player retire, and he's going to go down as one of the best players of all time, because he truly is. He's one of the best hitters ever. For what he's got right now, he's a top 10 hitter of all time, and you can't tell me otherwise, because the numbers show it, and we are truly blessed to watch what is going to go down in the final countdown of his career. Now, whose career has been going well so far is Aaron Judge, because he just hit his second 50th home run of his career. He has 51 right now, and he got his 51st dinger off of Mike Mayers, which is a pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels. And as of right now, because of Aaron Judge now having 50 home runs, he also became the 10th player in MLB history to have 2 or more 50 home runs. And there's a large question that still remains on Judge's head, which is, will he be the guy? Will he be the next guy to hit 60 home runs in a season? He's got 9 left to go, and with the numbers he's been putting up all season, with 50 home runs, 113 RBIs, and with the consistency he's been going at, he has a huge chance to do it. And his August stat line, it wasn't his all-around best, but it was still pretty good, because he got 9 home runs, he got 17 runs, he got 22 RBIs, and 26 hits. Pretty good, but for the Yankees, absolutely not, because what the Yankees are hoping right now is that they can follow in Aaron Judge's domination right now, because even with the numbers that Aaron Judge has been putting up so far, it's still not enough for the Yankees to keep their winning onslaught going, because the month of August was absolutely horrific for New York, because they went 10-17, and they got one more game left to go in August, which is tonight against the Angels. So are they going to go 11-17, or are they going to go 10-18? We'll find out when the game's over, because the Yankees, they need to figure something out and get back to the way they were when it was back in July, or even before the All-Star break in July, because right now they are 78. They have 78 wins right now, or 79, excuse me, and the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays just recently got their 70th win, so hopefully they can keep first place in the AL East division for the rest of the year, even though there is a month and a half left, because the Blue Jays and the Rays actually now have a chance for how bad the Yankees have been playing. They now have a even better chance to surpass the Yankees, even though that they are still 8, 9, 10 games ahead of the Blue Jays and the Rays. So let's see what the Rays got, or what the Yankees got, because as of right now, the Rays, and it's anybody's division between the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and the Rays. Now, who has been keeping their winning onslaught going is the usual, the LA Dodgers, as they just became the first team to win 90 games this year. And here's how impressive the Dodgers have been this year. And for one, they are 6 games ahead of the next winningest team, which is the New York Mets, who have 84. They are 47-13 over their last 60 games. They are 22-5 this month. Their longest win streak was 12 games in a row, and they won 11 games in a row this month. But to complete that 12-game win streak, it actually started in their last game of July. So that's just the start of how dominant they have been, because they're 10 wins away from having another 100-win season. And if they get another 100-win season, they will be the first team to have back-to-back 100-win seasons since the 2018 and 2019 New York Yankees and Houston Astros did it. And what's even more crazy about this is that if and when the Dodgers get their 100th win, This year, it will be their 400 win season over the last 6 seasons. The Dodgers are scaring, and they just cannot be stopped. They've been to the World Series 3 times over the last 5 years, but they have only won it once. So you can't exactly call them a dynasty, yet they're going to a championship after championship after championship, but they're not winning it every time. If they won all 3, we could call them a dynasty right now, but only winning 1, not a dynasty. Because you can be like the Buffalo Bills, who go to 4 straight championships but never win 1. That's not exactly a dynasty unless you win it. But with the Dodgers, they are the favorites to win the World Series, or one of them right now. And my pick to still win the World Series is the New York Mets. And these guys, and the Mets and the Dodgers, can face off against each other in the NLCS. And we just gotta wait and see if that's going to happen. And that might be the series of the year, because you got all-stars from left and right if that series faced off. And it probably might be one of the best series that we ever witnessed, because we got all-star pitchers going in against all-star batters. You got Clayton Kershaw, you got Gonsolin, you got DeGrom, you got Lindor, you got Mookie Betts, you got Pete Alonso, you got all those stars. Can you imagine if they faced off in the NLCS? That would be one hell of a series, and we just gotta wait and see if that's going to happen in the playoffs. But what we have been waiting to see is if the KNICKS are going to be able to get a key piece player that can most likely turn them back into a winning franchise, and that's Donovan Mitchell. The original offer made to the Jazz, and they made a large push for Donovan Mitchell, because this offer was Evan Fournier, Obi Toppin, some salary, and 5 draft picks. And the Jazz ended up saying that they wanted more for this, and after they asked for more, it looked like that the Knicks were practically about to give everybody away, because they were willing to give RJ Barrett in this offer as well. But as of recently, that's not the case anymore, because the Knicks just announced that they are finalizing a deal with RJ Barrett, and his contract that he is about to get is a 4-year rookie extension that can be worth up to $120 million. So how is this going to go down with this trade? Are the Knicks going to give up anybody or anything else to the Jazz, or is this offer potentially going to be off the table, and the Jazz are going to be listening to other offers from other teams who have interest in Donovan Mitchell? But here's an even bigger question relating to that whole situation regarding the Utah Jazz and Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell wants out. The Jazz end up asking for more from a large offer that the Knicks offered them. How much of a possibility is it that the Jazz said they were asking for more? Is their way of trying to keep Donovan Mitchell on their team? Because what the Knicks offered, it was a very large offer. 5 draft picks, like that is huge for any team to offer like that. Even though 2 were unprotected, still that's 5 draft picks. Are the Jazz trying to keep Donovan Mitchell, and is it their way of trying to keep him so they can, because the season is a month and a half away, and with the KD fiasco being over, are they doing that to try and keep him so they can get sign other players in the offseason and have the draft picks that they got from this year's draft and to help rebuild around Donovan Mitchell? But Donovan Mitchell wants out, so if and when he leaves, the Jazz are going to be back at square one and going to be a non-playoff team for years to come. All right, that's the end of the Calvin Tobin Show. Please subscribe to my channel at Calvin Tobin Show so you don't miss out on any sports media. And please follow me on Instagram at Calvin Tobin Show so you don't miss out on any sports news whatsoever. And I'm out.